Good evening, you guys. I'm coming to you again with another video. I know I'm recording a lot tonight. I did a little outfit change, so it's kind of break up the monotony of them. But how did I lose 5 pounds in 5 days? Let's get right into it. Well, as you do, you guys know I am following the keto style diet. And I've been doing it for, we could say, about 30 days now. Say we started on January 1st, probably a little bit before that. I kind of prepped myself to get into it, but I really fell into it or went into it full speed starting about January. So when I started, my starting weight was about 180 pounds. Um, it was coming off of the holidays, you're packing on the weight. So I went full in on Christmas and got all my sweets in. So I knew that once I started keto, sweets were definitely off the menu. So I did the keto diet and we started, and I did feel for the most part that I was not, I wasn't going into ketosis. I had my keto strips, and my keto strips were saying that I was not in ketosis. I wasn't losing weight the way that I wanted to lose it. Because usually when people go at keto, they would lose massive amounts of weight. And usually people are like heavier than I was, but I still felt like I should at least be losing like a pound or two at least a week. So I didn't feel like I was losing the amount of weight that I was supposed to. I was like, so what can I do to kind of ignite this diet and get things started going in the right direction? So I read a little deeper into it, and I started intermittent fasting, meaning I didn't start eating until at least like noon, and stop eating at a certain time. It varies each night depending on how late my kids keep me up and if they let me eat my meal at my certain time. But I tried to stick to that schedule, and I started to see a little bit of improvement, but not as much as I wanted to get to. So I started delving a little bit further into what I can do to kind of ignite the diet and get things starting and break the plateau, because I kept going like 177, 178, 179. It kept fluctuating and it wasn't really doing anything. So I read a little bit further into it, and I've read about the fat fast or the protein fast, where you try to eat 80-90% fat for at least 3 to 5 days. So I decided to give it a try. So I gave it a try, and as you can see from my previous videos, the meals, they weren't hearty, but they were filling, and the fat keeps you sated to where you're not hungry, so I was kind of like missing skipping some meals, and I would end up eating like 900 to 1,000 calories a day. Sometimes I can maybe go to 1,200 if I worked out that day. Like during the 5 days, I only worked out, went to the gym twice, and worked out for about an hour. And at the end of the 5 days, I burned 5 pounds. So I went from 170, was 179, like 0.9 when I started, and at the end of it, I was like 174.9. So I burned like 5 pounds. So I was ecstatic. Like I really found out what I could do to break the plateau, get things moving in the right direction. So that was a week ago. So you would think after a crash diet like that, you would, the following week you put it right back on. So this week, I haven't struggled. I stuck to the keto for the most part. I did have some slip ups, I'm not gonna lie. I had some popcorn with my kids, and I think I ate a waffle one day because it was just looking so delicious. I couldn't help myself. I did eat the waffle, but I think for the most part for this week I stayed to strictly to the keto diet. I increased my calories from the fat fast from like 1,000 to maybe 1,200, 1,300, because I was doing a lot more working out, and I didn't want to deplete my muscle. So I didn't want to starve my muscles out. So I did increase my calorie intake, and throughout the week I continued to burn, and I lost an additional pound. So kudos to the keto diet. I find that over the last 30 days, I started at 180. I dropped down to this today. It was 174.9. Just fluctuate, water weight. But I went from 34. I'm reading my notes. I'm sorry if I'm looking down. I went from 34.6% body fat to 32.3% body fat over the 30 days. So of that, that went from 62.6 pounds of fat to 56.6 pounds of fat. I lost 2 inches from my waist. That's the smallest part of my waist. I lost 2.5 inches from my stomach. That's from the largest circumference around my abdomen area. I lost 3 inches from my bust, which I can tell you is a godsend. I can finally fit some of my old bras. You know, I can get out these maternity bras. As you can see, this dress is an old dress, so I'm trying to fit back into. It fits my body fine, but my bust is squishing it down, and this area, the bodice area, this is supposed to be where the boobs are supposed to sit in this area, and my boobs extend, you know, down here. So I'm definitely squeezing into this thing tonight. So for my arm, I lost a 1/2 inch off of my arm. My thighs, I lost 1 inch off of my thighs. Woohoo! So you know I'm really sitting into those pants really nice. My calves, I lost a 1/4 inch off my calves, and off of my hips, I lost a 1/2 inch. So I think that fluctuates because when I measure my hips, it's hard for me to measure, you know, what part is the hips. Like, is it, you know, to try to get that tape, you know, around that area. So especially with the size of my hip area, so it's kind of use up almost all the tape. So, but I'm still losing, and I am satisfied with my results over the last 30 days. And over the next 30 days, I hope to lose at least another 5 pounds and get me safely and securely into the 160s. So what do I feel was key to this 5-pound weight loss? Well, number one is fats. With the keto diet, you learn that fats don't turn necessarily into fat. Carbs, glucose, those things, even too much protein can turn into, because protein can turn into glucose in your body, and then it can be stored as fat. So fats is number one. Number two, with the fat fast, of course, there was calorie restriction. I mean, you're eating 1,000 calories a day. I'm pretty sure if you were to eat 1,000 calories of anything a day, you know, you would lose weight because you are in a deficit. But with the keto diet, you don't feel like you're starving yourself. You feel full. You feel sated. The food is savory and tasty. I mean, you're eating bacon and cheese. Who doesn't like bacon and cheese other than a vegetarian or a vegan? But bacon and cheese. I'm a carnivore, so I have no problem with that. Or omnivore, because I do eat my veggies. Number three, get moving. Of course you gotta move. Even with the keto diet, if you're sedentary, you know, you can tend to lose weight if you're doing the right amount of calories. If you're not maxed out your macros, you can lose weight, but get moving. You know, it helps burn it even faster. So get moving, get out there, get active, move around, get your Fitbit on, go for a walk, go to the store, walk around Walmart with a basket all day in the AC. Just do what you gotta do to get moving. Number four, you got to get your staple foods. I'm a big supporter of keeping it simple. I don't like to do a lot of extravagant recipes and new things every week. I try to maybe incorporate one new thing every week, but I like to stay to my staples. I always get the same kind of bacon, same kind of eggs, same kind of meals. I'm happy with that, you know, and it keeps me from I don't get bored with it, because it used to be I would eat a Lean Pocket every day for lunch, and I was happy with that. The same kind of Lean Pocket every day for lunch for months and months and months. And, you know, as long as my body was staying the same weight, why change? So I try to switch it up because I don't want to get static with my weight loss. I like to keep out of the plateau. I like to keep losing. So I do try to switch it up, but not switch it up too much. But keep your staples close to you so that you don't get off track. And number five is stick with it and stay motivated. You know, keep little messages around yourself. Like I used to keep like a little wristband on that will tell me, you know, you go girl, you know, keep moving, keep at it. So that when I'm reaching for that sweet, I'm reaching for that sugar, I'm reaching for that thing I don't need to have, I will look at that little bracelet and be reminded, hey, you're in this for a reason. Keep moving, keep at it, you go girl. Leave that carb alone and just go pick you up some sausage. You know, so it keeps me motivated, it keeps me on track, and it keeps me on the diet so that I can get to where I want to be by the summertime, you guys. I have a plan with my family to go to South Padre Islands. I'm trying to be up in there with a 2-piece or 1-piece. I don't care, but I want to be snatched, boo. So we're trying to get there. But that's all I got for you guys today. I'm hoping to give you another update next week. Hopefully give you some before and after shots as well, and some body shots so you can see, you know, where I'm losing and everything. So we could all be on track together. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Chat, follow, subscribe, you know, converse with me down below. We definitely can get into it. So thank you guys. You have a good one. Smooches.